Okay, I'm back to give you an update on some reading, and I'm doing things a little different for my wrap up, and it's more like a vlog style wrap up. I'm trying something a little different this month. I'm not doing a like weekly vlog. I'm just gonna do like a monthly what I've read, and I may kind of try to get some snippets, like some if I go anywhere. I haven't went anywhere yet. One thing is because I'm still working. The first book I have finished this time. Well, I have two that I finished. It was Murder Road by Simone St. James. Oh my goodness, this book is so good. It took me a while to finish it. I started it in April, but that's not because I didn't love it. It's because I was physically reading it and I just kept putting it down. And so when I finally picked it up and just said, I'm going to finish this book, which was this month, like this week, I read over half of it. So, and it's blurbed by Riley Sager. Oh my goodness. So anyway, this book is about April and Eddie, and they've just gotten married and they're on their way to their honeymoon. They're going to a resort and they take a wrong turn and they get on this road where these murders have been committed for over 20 years, and they pick up this lady and she's a hitchhiker, and when she gets in the car, they notice that she's bleeding all over their car, and so they rush her to the hospital, but she dies. And so then they're questioned for her murder, and so they can't leave town until the murder is solved, and it's a big ordeal. And so anyway, it is so good. I just loved it. So I gave it 5 stars. It's Simone St. James. I loved it. Loved it. Was not disappointed. Okay. And then I finished today. I just finished The Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. And this is about a black woman who was passing for white, and she was the personal librarian of Mr. J.P. Morgan. I had to make sure I got that right. And it's based on a real events, and I loved this woman in this book. She was amazing. All power to her. It was, in fact, for my Facebook group that I'm in, that they gave us a prompt, and one of the prompts was girl power, and that's what I put it for, because this woman had such strength, and she built this library and acquired these artifacts for Mr. Morgan's library, and she promised to get him this certain. It was set in the 1900s, like 19. She worked for him for like, I would say at least 12 years before he died, I think. And then his son took over, and he was just a sweetheart. And anyway, that's my mom. It's Mother's Day. I need to go. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Besides that, I mean, this book is so good. I'm ready to just go back and reread it again. That's how good it was. And I've been sitting here debating on what I want to rate it, and I think it's going to be a 4.5, 5 stars. There are a couple scenes in this one. everybody. It is Tuesday, the, I don't know, 21st. And I went to Barnes & Noble, and I'm going to show you that. And then I had a book come in the mail. It was a pre-order. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you was I got this pretty little bookmark. I'm going to pull it out for you. They all come in these pretty little sleeves. But it says, Earth laughs in flowers. And that's a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. My fingers are shaking. We just put the boy in the bath. The big boy. So if you hear some screaming, some hollering, that's my husband. Okay, and then I wanted to get a buy one, get one half off. So I purchased a mystery and then a romance. And I've been wanting to try this author, and there's another author I've been wanting to try, so it was up between those two. But I didn't want two romances, so I got Flawless by Elsie Silver. Everybody's been talking about these cowboy romances, so I thought I'd give her a try. And then I got Louise Penny, All the Devils Are Here, and this is Armand Gamache. And I'm not sure, this is probably fairly one of the newer ones, and it looks like it takes place in Paris. And then I got It'll be all right. Trying to take the sticker off before I put it up. You will have seen a clip of me browsing before this. I'm putting this all in my little reviews. So after I show you all the books. So he's talking about, he's talking to Smitty about his groomer. We use the same groomer every time because he's a very skittish boy. He is a sheepadoodle, but he's very skittish. And okay, just for references, I'm not going to be able to get all that sticker off. Anyway, it's about the Aztecs and the Maya, and I do teach about these, and I just want to do more in-depth studies. They have a ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, and there's another one that I wanted as well. This was only $15, so I want to make sure I go up and get the others. These are illustrated encyclopedias, and I would like to know more about my what I teach, you know. So that's not to say I'm going to just start reading it right away, but I have it and I can reference it. That sticker's not all the way off still. So that is what I bought at Amazon. I'll hold it up and let you see. Those three and my little, I got in my pre-order on Ruth Ware's book, One Perfect Couple, that I will be reading very soon. And it's, I don't really want to read it. I don't want to read the synopsis because yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, so anyway, this is what I've been looking forward to, this one, and the one that's going to come in at around June 20th. So now for my updates, I finished see it. My desk is a mess. I'm working on kitting up a diamond art project that I'm going to be doing in June, starting the 1st of June. And so, let's see. Anyway, I finished, about 3 nights ago, I finished Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Oh my goodness. I finished it. I read this for Mary Shelley May. This was amazing. 5 stars, obviously. So everybody knows the story of Frankenstein, but I'm going to review it. This is about Victor Frankenstein, and he creates life. And it is not a good life. This monster is an outcast, and nobody wants to have anything to do with him. And he is lonely, and he wants a bride. So, oh my goodness, it is so good. Even Victor Frankenstein doesn't want anything to do with him, the creator. So, that is that. Then today, on the way to Barnes & Noble, I finished, I have to put it up here because my book is in the other room, I finished Girl Forgotten. And this is about a girl, a woman who has finished martial training, and she gets her first case because she's kind of, I would say, blackmailed into it, and by her uncle, who is a senator, and a very powerful senator. And it deals with her father, who is in prison, where she really wants him to stay. And this girl has been murdered, and she was murdered back in the 80s. And she was pregnant, but she was still alive when they found her. And she managed to hold on long enough to have the baby. And once the baby was taken, she died. Her mother was a judge. Her dad was some kind of doctor. And this is not for the faint of heart. There is a lot of things in there that are not for kids. They're not for anybody that does not want to be exposed to certain elements of the human race that they shouldn't have to be. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 5 stars because, I mean, this kind of stuff does go on, and yeah, you hate to say you enjoyed it, but it was very informative. It had to be well researched because nothing happened too fast. You know what I'm saying? And it was very well thought out, planned out, and the author really took her time and didn't rush the story. And I was very proud of that. And at the end, toward the end, I kind of guessed who the murderer was. But yeah, it was really a good book. And so anyway, I'm having a really hard time expressing what I want to say, but it was very well written. And anyway, that is all for now. And I hope you enjoyed this clip, and I will talk to you when I finish another book.